students. And diversity is very important. You know, it's important so that our students and, as you say, faculty, that they learn more about each other, you know, to drop some of those barriers and some of those perceptions or stereotypes that we may hold about other people and other cultures. It's important that we interact, we sit and talk to each other, we share stories, we share dreams, you know, we share what we want for our families, and we find out that we're more alike than we are different. So diversity is so important, not just at Castlemont, but worldwide. My name is Samantha Odom. I'm one of the assistant principals at Castlemont High School. I've been here 20 years. I started off teaching science here, and I taught science for maybe 8 years, and then I became the school counselor, and I worked as the school counselor for another 10 years, and a couple of years ago moved up to assistant principal. Over the 20 years, we've seen a change in maybe the demographics. Castlemont has always been, you know, a school full of Black and brown students, and, you know, one of the reasons I stay here is because, you know, I want to serve kids from my community, and over the years, there's still, you know, a large number of Black and brown students, but more recently there's been a shift with a lot of international students that arrived, you know, at our school. And, you know, our goal is to serve all students. So it doesn't matter which country you're from, we're here to make sure all the students find their place in the world and find success and feel supported and feel loved. And I think the biggest, you know, demographic change has, I think, been, you know, the arrival of some of our recent international students. What keeps me here at Castlemont, or what has kept me here all the years, is the students. You know, throughout the 20 years, every year is a new, you know, a new group of students with new personalities and new experiences. And, you know, I wake up knowing that today is going to be a new experience, different from the day before. And my colleagues, again, the ones that have stayed, you know, the longevity and are committed to the students, like I enjoy my coworkers, and you know, we feel like family. So Castlemont is like my second home, you know, away from home. And I come here and I know that I'm supported and I'm loved and I'm cared for by, you know, some of my colleagues, as well as from the students and parents, and that's what's kept me here. Have had students that have changed my perception about what education kind of means to them. And I think one of the the defining moments in my career that kind of changed my perception about education was, you know, like I said, I was in the classroom teaching science for 8 or 9 years here at Castlemont, but I had also taught, you know, science at other schools here in the district. But sometimes I kind of felt like every day I was coming in trying to force my students to learn science. They weren't coming in like just open and willing to just sit and let's learn, you know, today. And, you know, I realized that there are so many other things that are going on in their lives, and we sort of like have to figure out, you know, what's going on, how can we leave that behind, or, you know, deal with it and kind of tuck it away for a second so we can focus on education for the day, focus on the lesson. And I realized, you know, based on just things that they deal with every day, the experiences they live through, that, you know, a lot of our students, they need more than just education. You know, there's mental health that's involved. And so that actually is what kind of encouraged me to get my master's in counseling when I became the school counselor, because I felt like I wanted to help my students more than just trying to force them to learn science. I wanted to help, you know, their mental health and, you know, help address any other issues or, you know, problems that they're dealing with. And that kind of like changed my perception to education. It's not just about learning today's lesson. It's first taking care of the whole child, making sure that the whole child is taken care of, and yeah, that was, you know, something I realized through teaching.